All right, you moderate maniacs, how'd you do this month? How'd you do? So this month, first month of the year, wasn't anything spectacular. Wasn't anything drastic, right? How are you guys feeling about the coming year as far as the markets and as far as how your investments are going to go? Are you going to stand pat? You got some crazy, wacky things in store for us that you're going to change? Let us know. Let us all know how you did in January and what your prognosis is for the rest of the year. Let us know. Hey, first, update on my Instagram channel. I am, when I post this, I will probably be at 11,000 followers on that. Not bad for less than 2 months on Instagram. But my question to you guys is, if anyone has an Instagram channel out there that is making money off it, because now I'm eligible to be monetized on Instagram, let me know what you're doing about it, because there's not much info out there on it. It's not like YouTube where you get AdSense, you know. I know it's not nearly as lucrative as YouTube, but if I have no idea what to do besides like getting ads on there. Is there a way they pay you directly? Give me your comments for those of you that already are making money on Instagram. I don't know what I'm doing. I've only been on there not even 2 months, so let me know. I'd appreciate it. So this month or last month, how did we do? Here we go. And you know, my honey up here, she's very excited to have an Instagram channel, but she's already chastising me that I'm not making money on it. Settle down. Hey, first of all, I have got some new subscribers this month, a lot of them from our collaboration we did with Aaron on Money a couple weeks ago. So because of that, I'm going to be going into a lot of detail, extra detail, because this might be the first time you guys are seeing this monthly update that I give. All right, so here we go. So I retired back in August of 2021. Here's where my 401k was, 323,000, IRA 150, cash 75 for a grand gaudy total of $548,000. This IRA, when I first was retired, this was all a 401k. Okay, about a year and a half into my retirement, I split this out to an IRA. All right. Why? Because I want to do some little different things with my money. This 401k here, I keep more conservative. This is probably about 55-45 stocks to bonds. Okay. This IRA, and you see the proportion here, it's less than half of my 401k. Because of that, I wanted to make this IRA a little riskier. So this one is 70-30 stocks to bonds. So overall, I'm trying for my 60-40 portfolio, you know, it fluctuates from month to month. It fluctuates, but if it fluctuates within 2, 3, even sometimes 4%, I don't care. All right, as long as I'm hovering around 60-40. So if we jump down to January of 2023, this was the low point. As most of you know on this channel, and for my new viewers, I went through sequence of returns risk. 6 months after I retired, boom, the market just bottomed out. Okay. This was my low point. I was all the way down to $269,000 in this 401k, 17% less than when I retired in only a year and a half. I was down to $116,000 in this IRA, 23% less from when I retired. My cash was down 53. It was down 22,000 in a year and a half. Now, as I mentioned before, because I had a little over 2 years of cash in expenses, my expenses back here, actually, it was almost 26, 56, 28. It was like 2.5, maybe even a little more than that, because my expenses back here were about $2,800 a month. My expenses now, because of inflation, are closer to $3,000 per month. Okay, because I had that cash on hand, that meant I could use that cash on hand and not have to dip into my investments as much. What happened because of that? I didn't get hammered as much as I could have. But still, you look at this, guys. I was down $110,000 in just a year and a half. Was for someone who retired on $548,000, not $5.48 million, that's a big deal, okay? But what did I do? I stayed the course, okay? And as you'll see as we go here, we recovered, all right? Doesn't matter what you hit with, guys. If you are confident in your financial plan, stay the course. So we jump down here to last month. December of 2025. I am now at, as you see, I am above where I was when I retired in my 401k. As far as I'm concerned, because I went through sequence of returns, because of this big down figure here, if I can be at or above where I was when I retired in my 401k and IRA and overall, I'm a happy camper. And yes, I know inflation, the figures, and I get comments on this all the time. These figures are not the same as these figures, okay, because of inflation. But just in my mindset, if I'm above when I retired, where I was when I retired, I'm happy with that. So up 15% here. IRA 179. We were up 19% from when I retired in the IRA. Now the cash, what I usually do in my cash is, because my expenses are around $3,000 a month, and this cash number, as all these, are rounded off. Okay, I'm not going to go into decimals and all that stuff. My cash is down to 16, or it was last month. I will take the cash plus my YouTube proceeds, which I'll get to in a minute, and that's what I live off of on a month-to-month basis. Okay, so I'm usually taking, if you average it out, my YouTube, what I usually get in YouTube is about $2,000 a month. Okay, so if my expenses are $3,000, I'm usually taking around $1,000 out a month out of my cash and YouTube to live on. Okay, as far as all this goes, 401k and IRA. When I retired in August of 2021, obviously I didn't have a channel yet. Okay, so that first year, 2022, I took out about, well, it was pretty exact on what I calculated, 4.2%. I am a proponent of the 4% rule. Okay, as long as I'm at 4% or below on my withdrawals, I'm looking good. All right, because the 4% is a worst case scenario. If you can take out 4% per year from your investments, you will make it through 30 years of retirement. Okay, that is a worst case scenario. Now, those who are taking out 5%, it's not 100% sure you'll make it through 30 years. But if I can keep below 4%, so anyway, first year, 2022 at 4.2%. I started my YouTube channel at the end of 2022. So 2023 and 2024, I didn't have to take any money out of my investments because of my cash on hand. That's why it's huge to have, that's huge, dare I say, to have a lot of cash on hand. And my YouTube proceeds, I didn't take any money out of my investments in 2023, 2024. 2025, I took out 2%, okay, because I needed to get a new car. It was a new used car, but I had to take out money to get a car. Okay, so let's jump into where we were in January. In other words, last month. How do we do? 401k, we're at this. Yes, honey, you can start singing if you want. Okay, I believe, the volume's on. On my IRA, I am here. My cash, I am here for a grand, gaudy, dare I say, total of boom, 572,000. My cash went down by 1,000 because in my YouTube, you see, actually last month, it went a little over my $3,000 monthly expenses, okay? I'm up in my IRA, I am up in my 401k. Now, what are the percentages that I am up now? Very tricky writing at an angle like this, but you know what? I think I'm pulling it off. Honey, am I pulling it off? She said, well, she's singing. She can't tell me. She's singing. The sound is on. Boom. I am now up 16% from when I retired in my 401k. I'm up 21% in my IRA from when I retired. And I took out $1,000 for cash. So we are at $572,000 after retiring at $548,000 over 4 years ago. And with this bad boy right here that got in the way, that significantly hampered us, I am happy with where I'm at right now in my overall journey. Okay, guys, leave me comments in your overall journey. How you feeling so far? If you've been retired a year, if you've been retired 18 years, let us know. We want to know. Give us some information. So YouTube money, how did I do in YouTube last month? In November, $26.50 in cash. Not bad. Now, for those of you seeing me for the first time, YouTube takes out 45% from the ad revenue on my channel, or the ads that are run during my videos. and the creator gets 55%. Now, these numbers are before taxes. I have not taken taxes out of this yet, okay? Because we're considered like a contractor, so we have to pay quarterly taxes. So November, $26.50. In December, I made $2,600 off of YouTube. For me, these are good numbers. Like I said, I usually hover around 2,000. So how do we do in January, you might ask? Well, here we go. Bop, 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 boom. $1,850 were my January YouTube proceeds. It's all right. You know, it's close to my average. My views did go down in January. And for those of you who don't know about YouTube, views fluctuate all the time. You could have a breakout video. Now, for me, a breakout video would be like, let's say 100,000 views or more, okay? For someone with a lot more subscribers, that could be a 500,000 or more. But for me, a breakout video is like 100,000 views plus. Those don't happen all the time, okay? When you do, that AdSense number here, you really see the reflection. My best month ever was $3,900, okay? That was a while ago. But again, I usually average around 2,000. So there's the update for you guys. How'd you do this month? Let us all know. We really want to. Oh, honey, you can quit singing now. Yeah, wait, no, I'm turning the sound off. Let us all know. We really want to know. And as always, from the lovely high desert, we got this.